Hello everybody and welcome to Lethis Path of Progress. I have been talking about this game on the Twitch channel for a few weeks now, and I picked it up during the Steam summer sale, and I'm pretty excited to take a look at it here. I have played through some of the tutorial missions so that I am going to know, the basics of what buttons to hit, but for the most part, I'm not an expert at this game. It is a city builder game, though, in the style of Pharaoh, Zeus, and Caesar, the old Sierra-style city builders from the mid to late 90s. It is developed by Triskull Interactive, which I believe is a small independent French game studio. And this game has the theme that's sort of is steampunk. It's a steampunk-themed city builder, and that adds a lot of really cool flavor to the game. And the visuals, I think, are pretty top-notch. So if we go to play, there's a tutorial, and we've already completed the 5 tutorial missions here. I think we could just start off with a campaign play here. And Fedheim is the first mission. All right, food for the Empire. Rightio. Mr. Ellington, what a pleasure to meet you. How are you? I have excellent news. As you might have heard, Professor Ahlstrom's inventions are sensational. Condensed steam as a source of energy. Yet this also may lead to a rural exodus. Big cities are going to pop up just as Fey mushrooms. A focus on agriculture and steady food supply will become important issues. It is your task to tackle these problems. All eyes are on you. Succeeding, the Emperor will reward you portly. Archibald Ellington is one of the best urbanists in all of Lethis, and he risks his career with this task. He has to swiftly build a city with strong focus on agriculture in high provinces to prevent a local famine. Wilhelm IV, Emperor of Lethis, chose Fedheim for this task, a large fertile area south of the Emperor's capital city, Sterenhall. There are no geysers to be found in this area, yet you can provide your workers with copper via trade. Okay. That'll throw a little bit of a wrench into things, potentially. So we can see our objectives here. We need 4,000 units of meat as tribute to the Emperor. And we need 1,200 workers living in level 8 housing. Okay. Let's get into it here. And here we are. Zoom out a little bit just to kind of see what we're working with. This is the plot of land we're given. So in the tutorial, actually, there was sort of like a little town. You kind of built off of the town, but it looks like here there's nothing here. We gotta build something from scratch. So we are gonna put down roads as sort of, carving out our infrastructure here. This is the fertile land in this area here. So we're gonna need to be farming in this area. And as far as I know, it doesn't really matter where the farm is. Like, it doesn't matter if the farm is completely on the fertile soil. As long as there's some fertile soil, it'll let you build the farm, and I believe it'll be just as efficient no matter what. We start off with quite a bit of money here. I'm just putting down some roads. I kind of like to do a spacing that's 5 units, sort of having this be a 5-unit width here. Length is kind of not so important, I guess, for reasons that we will see in a second. Laying down sort of like a basic sort of standard housing block. So again, this is like the older city builders of Pharaoh and Caesar, and we'll see how that works in a second. It's more about creating a production line than having, there is services, but it's more about getting the goods to the people on an individual basis. It's more about managing. It's a little bit zoomed in compared to like a city skylines. We'll check it out here as we get going. So really the first thing we could do is we could actually just put in some homes. So again, the funny thing is this is kind of SimCity-esque, right? We're sort of zoning these areas as areas that homes can be developed. And then that's kind of where the similarity is gonna end here. Let's just get a bunch of homes in there. Of course, they're gonna be complaining because they don't have jobs. They don't even have water. So one of the cool things is the way that the services actually get distributed here. We might have made this a little too big. Might have made this a little too big. But the workers actually have to deliver the water. This area here, this well, employs a certain amount of workers, and these guys actually walk the paths randomly, you know, turning left or right at the intersection, or going straight at the intersections, and they walk randomly and they deliver water to the houses that they walk by. Okay, so they're delivering water to these houses, so the tents are sort of turning into little caravans. So they're leveling up. So these are level 2 caravan. These are caravans level 2. So they have water, but they don't have food. They don't have food yet. We need to get food here going. Not barley, we need wheat. We need wheat. And with that wheat, we can't eat just raw wheat. We need to process that. And bake bread. We need to process it into flour and then bake bread. And then, of course, these things need to be stored. So let's get a granary up and going here. And a storehouse. So the granary is going to hold the food products. The storehouse is going to hold sort of raw materials. This little block here that we've added, though, if we check this out, this means that the workers, the delivery workers, cannot go through this. We can still deliver goods on a macro sense. Like, we can deliver food from here to the shops, but we cannot deliver, the shop delivery people don't cross this line. So it contains the wanderers, if we want to call them wanderers, to the actual relevant areas. So that's a way that we control these water delivery people. So now that we should be making food eventually, we probably could actually support another actual field here. We're going to have to keep an eye on just, how much wheat we're building up, how much flour we're building up, because we want a balance here, right? We want the fleet that we grow to turn into flour, to turn into bread. We don't want an excess of any of those things, except for maybe bread. Having excess bread probably wouldn't hurt. So we do need a way, once we make the food, though, it needs to actually be delivered to the people. A couple of things, actually, we need to consider here. I'm just looking for the shops. Here they are, the shops. And it's sort of giving a guideline here as to how well this is going to spread around. That should get to, most everybody. That should be able to reach everybody. We can double check that here, because I think if we click back on the shop, we can see, yeah, it should get to about everyone. It's going to be close over there. It's going to be kind of like we're going to need some luck to get the worker over here, but that'll be okay. Now what we need, actually, is we need a maintenance facility, because these, the infrastructure needs to be checked on. Literally needs to be checked on. So we'll have one that goes and checks on these buildings here, and then we'll have one that walks or patrols around and checks on the actual housing units. The other thing we can do is we can actually come in with some decorations, because eventually, that's why I like to leave this space here. And this is, anyone that's played Caesar or Pharaoh knows what this is all about here. It's all about this kind of decorating. But we do need to, you can see that we're actually improving the roads. That's a signal to us that we're increasing the land value in this area, basically. We're beautifying the area. Literally, I think the game refers to it as just beautifications. And we can kind of paint in with the tree. We could have painted in with the, which is the gardens, but it's kind of nice to get that alternating effect. So there we go. And this game, this isn't the game that you're necessarily going to make beautiful cities. Like, it's not, there are a lot of little tools here. We can do this and do some little decor and stuff like that. But it's not going to be city skylines in that sense. This is more about building an efficient city that, actually functions and provides people with jobs and salaries and such. Makes the people happy. Okay, so what we could do is we could actually build, now let's actually consider building maybe, we need another neighborhood over here. Let's back that up a little bit more. Let's go like 5 out here. And we don't even need to build this in right away. Let's not build it too large, as we can notice. Uh-oh, building has collapsed. Buildings are collapsing. Okay, we're gonna need another maintenance building. One's not enough. One's not enough, but that's okay. There's no maintenance cost on the buildings themselves. They just require workers. So let's get another one here. That should be fine. We do, unfortunately, need to destroy this rubble. Get rid of the... Yep. Yep. Our houses are getting absolutely smashed here. We goofed. We goofed up there, but let's rebuild them. I think that's one of my bad habits right now. Not building enough maintenance buildings. Bad habit. They really only require 6 workers. But really, if you think about it from my perspective as the city planner, it's sort of a... I'm looking at the game sort of from the perspective of a like a worker management. Like, it's all about the worker numbers. It's all about the worker numbers. We have workers, we need them to be doing jobs. The other thing we're going to be checking on is what do they need? They still need food. Well, if we look here, we're producing flour. So we have a little bit of excess, but see, look, we have some bread here too. Here we go. We're making our first bits of bread. So what we should do is we should have this person here. Not enough workers for this building. Not good. Not good. More workers. More workers. Maybe this time we do like this tree, and we could alternate these. We could decorate these as much or as little as we want. Personally, I don't think it's as satisfying doing that in this game, but it does look nice when it's all said and done. There we go. Let's get some more houses in here just for some more workers, but we really, okay, we need more workers here because the workers at the shop are the ones that are going to go pick up the food. They're going to go pick, here we go, we got tons of bread getting delivered to the granary. We have tons of bread, we just need to get it to the houses. We need to get it to the shop so it can get to the houses. Here we go. We can see this little guy here. He's delivering to the shop. He went over this barrier here. Again, he's allowed to go over the barrier, but this person here that's delivering to the homes, he's not allowed to go over this barrier. Which is really cool. Aha! Food is being delivered and the houses are leveling up. Now they can hold more residents, significantly more residents, so we can get a larger workforce. We don't seem to be actually creating a surplus of wheat. We need more wheat fields. In fact, here's the thing. Remember how the goal was actually to build or to produce a bunch of meat? That's the actual goal, is to get a lot of meat. Well, we need wheat for the ranches. We need meat for the ranches. Let's do these so that, again, we have a maintenance worker here, right? We don't want this maintenance worker taking this random path for no reason. And the funny thing is you don't actually need maintenance for the farms, which makes sense, right? That makes perfect sense. Now we got way more wheat farms coming in here. However, we are going to need maintenance for the ranches. Now that we've added a bunch more of those, let's get some ranches in here. I'm not sure for sure if we're going to have the worker economy for this. Oh, we don't have, these people don't even have water. That's good, I like that. That one water well should sufficiently provide for this area here. They're gonna need a shop as well. Now we can see, what do they need now? A wash house. Okay, so let's go find a wash house. It's just another service. So sometimes they need goods, sometimes they need services. It's a mix in this game. It's a mix. See, this is tricky because technically this isn't quite really wanting to get all the way around if you think about it. If you're looking at this here, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. to expect this one wash house to service this entire area. Let's just, what the heck, let's just give them 2. Only 8 workers. You're missing workforce. Do not build additional production buildings, so we need more workers. Part of that is going to be fixed by leveling these houses up, of course. 6 is a lot more than 3, so we're going to gain some population, and we're leveling this up. So now we can actually hold 13 people in these buildings. Okay, good, good, good. So we should be getting a lot of people moving in. We're getting a lot of grain. A lot of wheat coming in here, too. Granary seems to be holding it just fine. We need to make sure that we're using this wheat. And what we need is we need a food supplier to come over here. We need to get food out to these people is what we need. These people still don't even have water, and that's just sort of the nature of the game, right? The nature of the game is that these people don't have water because this guy just hasn't walked down there yet. Okay, now they need alcohol. Okay, so to make alcohol, there's multiple ways to do it. But for our city, the way that it's available in this climate is actually going to be with the barley. So let's... And we can rotate the map around here to make sure... Yeah, that's connected there. Okay. So we are going to actually be doing some barley here. But we don't have the workers, do we? We don't have the workers. And with the barley, we're going to need an abbey. Turn it into mead or beer. A lot of workers. We need a lot of workers. But I think we're actually doing okay on the workers at the moment. One of the special buildings that we should probably consider building right now would be the town hall. Where would the town hall fit? I don't know if I want to build it quite there. It's not going to fit in there. I don't want to cover up our city. It'd look okay there. Wouldn't be spectacular, but it wouldn't be bad. So with the town hall, that allows us to collect taxes. And we made this area a little bit too big. It's not quite efficient. Let's build a couple of these. Let's start collecting some taxes. You're missing workforce. Build additional houses. Okay. Build additional houses. Okay, let's build another one of these. Actually, what we probably should do is actually connect this in here. But again, we're going to need to put the blockers on here so that people don't go through there unnecessarily, but just give an alternative way for the food to be delivered to this shop. It's going to be nice. In fact, we might even want something, you know, that comes up this way and hooks in nice and efficiently. Maybe another quadrant up here. Or we could actually do the houses. We could actually come over this. Yeah, we could actually, let's build out this way. Okay. Some of these areas you can't build on. The really thick swampy areas you can't, but here we'll be just fine. Actually, yeah, let's line something up here. Yeah. Uh-oh, building just collapsed. Oh, we never built a maintenance thing here. Whoops, we're gonna lose a lot of homes there. Unless that guy gets out and about fast. Yep. So we didn't protect the infrastructure here at all. Oh no. You live and you learn, right? We're gonna let that just go to ruin here for a second. But we do need to get the shop up and going. I hope we didn't lose food. I hope that's not how that works. The maintenance guys walked through the middle here. Profitable veins. Sternhall's mines are producing more copper than usual. The Emperor decided to export a higher amount of it. You can now import more copper from Sternhall. Okay, cool. We haven't actually got to the point yet where we're looking at that. Yeah, I think we've rebuilt that. The maintenance guy's getting all the way around, so we should save those buildings. Okay, those should all be safe now. Oh no, exorcism. Or we need an exorcism. Okay. Again, this place is just a little too large, a little awkwardly large. We kind of goofed up on the design here. I think we want to go... What are you thinking here? Can we go to the edge? Oh, nice. It'll let us go to the edge. I think we want space of... Yeah, right here. Hope it doesn't quite work. See, I'm wondering if we do that, is this guy going to spawn on the other side? I'm not sure. We'll have to check on that. I don't want that to happen. I want that to be the case, actually. And we can hook this in, again, we can sort of hook this in down here. Should put one of these to prevent maintenance guys from unnecessarily going this way. We could hook in here just aesthetically, but we'd want to block it off. Okay. Get some housing in. Oh, we kind of goofed on this, didn't we? This isn't wide enough. I'm wondering, is this going to say... Nope. Yep, these are not servicing this road at all. They're connected because they were connected to this road here. Okay. What do we do here? We could just come in like this and just do a lot of beautification. Or we could just do this and not worry as much about the beautification. Or we could do alternate. Yeah, we could just alternate like this. That won't look too bad. Lots of different things you can do. A building just collapsed. Where? Why? Really? Maintenance guy didn't come down here? I'm mistaken? Huge discovery. Calvin Nemo recently came back from his expedition with huge news. Discovered an enormous island in the midst of the ocean. Blue Island. Reminds us again in what marvelous times we're living. Your citizens become more content. Very nice. Okay, we got an issue here. Our granary is filling up. Okay. Why is the maintenance guy not getting down here? We built a road that messed something up, didn't we? Yep, we ruined something. Typical. Typical. Yeah, when we blocked it right there, it bopped this guy. Whoops. Oh no. Well, hey guys, maybe we're gonna fail this. Maybe we'll fail this one. I don't know. We need to utilize all the grain that we're getting though. Just casually like rebuilding a bunch of stuff and losing tons of money, you know? You know how it works. Okay, water. Where is that? Where's the well? There we go. Shop. The architecture person. We hit R. It just doesn't want us to build there, huh? Now these people might need a theater at this point. Yep, okay, they need a theater. We should get right on that. I haven't even checked on our money, guys. I haven't even looked at the money. So I'm hoping it's not horrendous. That should be sufficient. I'm getting a yellow line here, so I'm hoping this should be sufficient. Over here we need food. Why are we not getting food up there? I'm not sure. We need a lot of meat. Let's go 9 out here. Did I do that right? Yeah, we did that right. Nice. Again, we need lots and lots of wheat. We only have 9,000 bucks left, but we should be taxing some of this richer neighborhood here should be getting taxed. Okay, now we need utensils. Now we need utensils. And we need copper for utensils. So, we need to beautify this area as well. Silk for the bourgeoisie. Yeah. All right, so the emperor wants some silk. Well, we don't have any. The emperor wants silk, and the only way to get silk is doing the silk farms. And I'm trying to remember, actually. We'll need a maintenance building for these here. I'm trying to remember, what does this require? This requires, oh, it requires the barley. Maybe to feed the worms. I'm not sure how that, I'm not sure what the thought process is there exactly. Okay, this should be all set up to get to at least like level 4 maybe. We're just not getting food. We're not getting food delivered. Why are you not picking up food? I think maybe we just need more workers. Just need more workers. We're getting an excess of barley, but that's okay because we should be producing some silk now. Now the truth is, we're probably not going to get the amount of silk made that the emperor wants in this one go. In this one go. If we look at the utensil factory here. How big is that? The steam conductor condenser exploded, which left a river delta. All trade routes are closed. Okay, so speaking of trading though, it looks like we need to build the trade depot. Okay. So we don't have any trade ports. We need to go over here to the world map and grab some of these. They'll buy bread. Okay, that's interesting. They'll sell silk and they'll buy bread. They'll buy meat and they'll buy wheat. We need somewhere that sells copper, right? Which is the capital. Capital sells copper. So we need this route. And then we also need... You know, we might sell ale. And we might also sell... We need meat for the emperor, so we're not going to be selling that. We might also sell bread, potentially. Is it not wanting me to click on these? That's us. Whoops. Where'd the bread? Yeah, they'll buy bread. I guess is... Okay, so let's buy those. So for now, we don't really have an excess of anything. We have an excess of flour though, actually. Let's turn that flour into bread. Let's get that flour working into bread. Granary's filling up. It's not good. That means we're not utilizing all those goodies. More ranches. It'd be kind of cool as if we could sell silk. So I think ultimately what we're going to need is maybe like 2 utensil factories. We're really not making a lot of money, but we need to get the utensils up and going here. Let's time it differently. How much meat do we have total? Not a lot. They need alcohol here. We still need, we don't even have a washroom for these people. They have food, but we didn't give them a washroom. That should help quite a bit. They'll also need the exorcist. And at this point we could start taxing them. I think once we get taxes going on these, we'll be in good shape. The only thing that I kind of am not liking is I wish I could have this set to attach to, I wish I could choose which road this attached to. Once they get alcohol, they'll want a theater. We could just grab that stuff now. Where is the theater? Okay. I was going to say it should fit here. Good. They'll want a theater as well up here. Okay. So I think at this point we're pretty well self-sufficient. How much silk are we producing? Nice, we have the silk. I think we have enough silk for the emperor to be satisfied, actually. We also are... Let's buy 425 per 100. Let's start buying copper. Let's start buying a little bit of copper per year and get the utensil factories up and going here. Building just collapsed. Do we not have maintenance? We do have maintenance. Why? Why is it collapsing? Why do you do this to me, game? It is randomness, right? The worker just never walked down the middle path. Utter randomness. Utter randomness. Let's double check the maintenance situation here. We got good maintenance coverage there. Good coverage. Oh, bad coverage here. Bad coverage here. Let's go around here. Let's make sure. Okay, so we're paying them the silk. We got the silk paid off. Whew. That was close. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, we broke it. Broke the road. Let's get that there. Good. Okay. That's fixed. We need a lot of meat. We need a lot of meat. We're using the food that we're making, though. Are these buildings, are they getting enough wheat? The answer to that is a definitive no. Not even close. Well, the Emperor says well done, guys. Fantastic. We need way more wheat. Hey guys, I think I'm going to take a pause here. Thank you so much. We will finish this up in the next episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking a look at this with me. And yeah, I'm having a good time with it. I will see you guys in the next episode. We'll finish mission 1. Thanks, everybody.